Car rental company Hertz made some waves recently when they started installing cameras in some of their rental cars. And by made some waves, I mean people really freaked out. But my question is, why? Does a camera in a rental car freak you guys out at all? Dan, why don't you get started?
Yeah, I certainly don't like to watch myself drive, and I rarely keep my eyes open anyway when I'm driving. So I mean,
well, that's why you have a camera. Someone else can watch you drive.
Exactly.
It'll be all right.
I don't know. On one hand, it's like kind of creepy, and on the other hand, it would seem like a good idea for the rental company because you come back with a smashed car and you say a bear destroyed it, and they've got proof that you had a 20-person party in the back of the Prius or whatever. And
right.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this because I like the idea of having some sort of physical evidence that something happened, but on the other hand, I just don't want some guy sitting around staring at me, staring at the road.
But see, here's the weird thing, Dan, is that was my first thought, too. I was like, oh, well, if they're looking after their property, like, I'm renting their car. Like, if I lent someone my car, I would love to have a camera in it watching them the whole time to make sure
see what
they're
they
not
do
driving recklessly or anything. But no, that's not what it's about. The reason they're installing cameras is, well, they don't really have a reason. They're installing cameras right now so that if they have a reason in the future, the cars will have cameras in them. And the reason that they hope will show up in the future is that they can have video conferencing with customers who need help. Okay.
I'm not buying it.
Even weirder, Lewis, why don't you share it?
See, as weird as it sounds, I think that's kind of cool. Believe it or not. I mean, it's almost like Amazon's Mayday, where on the Kindle Fire, customer support is video conferencing. I mean, that's the future of customer support. It went from 1-800 numbers, and then it went to IMs or direct tweets, and now it's moving to video conferencing. I mean, the thing is, as long as someone isn't driving and doing a video conference, that might be the problem. But I mean, if it's something, it sounds like they're trying to jump ahead of all the other car rental companies out there, and maybe this is what's gonna distinguish Hertz from I don't know that many car rental companies. Avis, yeah,
or whoever. See, I totally forgot that the Kindle has video conferencing, but that kind of makes a little bit more sense. Like, you're looking down at this thing, and you're like, where do I push on this screen? And then a window pops up, and there's an arrow that says, push this or show this. And you could do that, but when you're in a car, what are you really gonna you push the button and a video screen pops up? How can I help you? Be like, yeah, I'm here on the map and I don't know where.
I just crashed into a pole while trying to hit the screen. So
I don't really know why I need to be face to face with someone in order to get. I mean, OnStar, that's an in-car help app that has been working forever, and it's because you talk to the person. I don't know if I really need to see someone, but
well, here's the thing that bothers me about this, since we've unpacked this a little bit more, is that are they constantly monitoring you? Because I know with the Amazon Mayday, they only come on there if you call them. Well, at least I hope. I mean, they could be watching you all the time. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing, and that's one thing that Hertz was. Well, no one has really said. And the reason Hertz isn't really saying anything up front about it is because they don't want people having these conversations. They don't want people to say, why is there a camera in there, when Hertz's response is, we don't know, which is essentially the situation we're in right now. Right. But an insider did reveal some information about it, and apparently the camera actually swivels inside and has glass that goes dark. The glass will clear itself when the camera turns on, so that you can see it. The problem is that right now it's behind dark glass, and no one can see whether the camera's looking at you or not. So everyone's freaking out, thinking that it's looking at you. So it won't be watching you 24/7, which is strange because that's the situation I would honestly feel more comfortable with and agree with more, because they have a right to look after their property, right?
Yeah, I guess, but maybe that's why they just changed their slogan to Hertz, we'll keep an eye on you.
Well, that's our 2 cents. What's yours? Are you creeped out by Hertz putting video cameras in their cars? Tell us why or why not in the comments below. For DealNews.com, along with Luis Ramirez and Dan Ledbetter, I'm Jeff Summergy. Goodbye.